This is very fitting music to come in on. Hello, though. Hi. Hello. We're here. We're starting Ace Attorney Investigations 2. What is this? Oh, I don't care. I forgot I still had Epic Games. I just got, like, Epic Games notifications. But, yeah, we're starting Investigations 2. I was really debating, like, right before I started streaming, I was debating if I start Investigations 2 or if I play Dual Destinies Chapter 3. And I decided on Investigations 2 because it feels like a relatively good celebration because I just hit affiliate, allegedly. I don't know how. Like, full honesty, I don't know how. Because at the end of my last stream, I checked the achievements and it didn't. It looked like I still had to go. Like I still had stuff to do. But I'm looking now and I have the affiliate stuff. So I don't really know what happened. I don't know how we got here. I guess Twitch just like threw me a bone, which thanks Twitch. That was cool of you. What the fuck? We've noticed that you were missing ads manager panel. Blah blah. Sure, man. I don't know. You're scaring me. Anyways. We have some new stuff, by the way. We have some channel point stuff now, which I can't even fucking see with how tiny this shit is. My God. Close this, I guess, because I don't really know however that's gonna be used. But I have some of them I got rid of that are like defaults just because they don't really make sense for my stream. But I just got a couple. I didn't get a whole lot of them made. I still have to think of what would be good channel point stuff. We have the highlight my message, which is whatever. We also have hydrate, which is, you know, the classic, keep me hydrated. No cursing, which I think means I think I set it to like no cursing for like 3 minutes or something. And then the IRL voice ban, which just makes me shut the fuck up for like 5 minutes or something like that. Or maybe those numbers are flipped. Either way. So we have that stuff. We don't have any new emotes yet. Right now it's just the 3 follower ones of the horror, A, and you see in this, which are, I think they're still pretty funny. I need to commission people, but I also need to save money right now. It's crazy how life works. Is there anything else I really want to talk about? Oh yeah! Back on my tokusatsu shit for 1 second, I finished Kiva, and I like it. I liked Kiva. I think I had a lot of frustrations with it, which is a mix of the show's problem and also my problem. With some of the stuff that I didn't like about Kiva, I'm realizing good chunks of it were me not understanding how the story was written and like the intentions behind it. And then another bit of it was just the show's writing is flawed. Which I don't think there's a single show where the writing isn't flawed. I'm gonna skip Baby No Money. But like, I don't know. The show's writing is flawed. I really enjoyed it towards the end. Because honestly, here's my take on Kiva. I think the whole show is important to watch if you're watching Kiva. But I also think that the show doesn't really start until like halfway through. In terms of like plot and stuff. I think you need to watch the entire show to like understand Kiva, but I also think the show doesn't really get started until halfway through, which is really frustrating for a show that is like, because essentially what I'm saying there is the first 24 episodes or thereabouts isn't great, I'm essentially like those memes of like, oh, this show. So, right, first 2 seasons, dog shit. 3rd and 4th season, even worse. But that 5th season, it's pure cinema. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's that kind of talk where I'm like, half of the show, dog shit. It's not even dog shit. I wouldn't say it's dog shit. Like, half of the show, underwhelming and confusing. The other half gets pretty good. Gets pretty good. Like, I don't know. I would read my entire... I wrote like a whole ass paragraph of my thoughts. And I could read that to you. However, I almost hit the character limit when I wrote it. And I have already taken like 5 minutes, about to be 6 minutes of time just talking here. So we're not gonna do that. And instead, we're gonna play some Ace Attorney. I gotta mute the music. What? Oh, that's what happened. Okay. Now I'm gonna see, is this? Yep, I knew it was gonna do it. Okay. I don't have my controller plugged in. How do you expect me to play this game? With a keyboard? Absolutely not! I refuse! Such concepts are beneath me! I don't know what I'm doing right now. Anyways. Can my controller work now? Controller? Controller? There we go. Alright. Continue. Resume playing from... Well, hold on. Title selection? Oh, there we go. Okay, we start here. That's how we do this. Okay, got it. Understood. Anyways, so keep in mind this is going to be completely new information for me because I never knew anything about Investigations 2. I've seen a couple character designs, and that's about fucking it. New game. Here we fucking go. I'm very excited. Hear a lot of people hyping this game up. Episode 1, Turnabout Trigger. Whoa! Is that a 3D Here he comes! The presidential plane descends from western skies. Okay, it's making a final approach and lands right on Ground Lake. Is this the same... Damn, okay. Is this... Oh, just listen to that crowd! Welcome, Shang-Fa! Welcome, Mr. President! Hello, we're in Shang-Fa? Hello? And now, sir, your audience awaits. What the fuck is the content? Is this... Is the president gonna be... Oh my god, no, that's not who I thought it was. Honored friends and allies, I am here to deliver... Okay, the odious criminals who dodged my bullet are no more. Thanks to the prosecutor's office of your great country. Oh. Okay. Uh-oh. Assassination. You have our most helpful gratitude. However, friends, do not forget the battle against evil rages on. Here, today, I make you this solemn promise. I won't be assassinated here. Oh, Jesus. I shall crush the wicked with the righteous hammer of justice. And the hammer of this God. I think he's fine. I think everything's actually okay. Is that... Call the prosecutor's office! Get Miles Edgeworth here right away! If anyone can solve this, he can, because he's logical! Shit. I guess I know what I gotta do. God damn, alright, we just got right into it. Cool, a president assassination in the start of... Whoa, these guys are moving a lot. Whoa, that was freaky. That dude who was like coughing? This dude? What? Moving? Yeah, that's fucking weird. Ew, don't do that. March 25th, 2:46 p.m. Ground Lake Spectator area. Oh, hello, look at me. I'm so great. The news must be halfway around the world already. The president was... Oh, look who it is already. Damn, everyone's here. After all, it's not every day an attempt is made on the life of a nation's president. I don't know why it's a national president. Hey, look who it is! My name is Miles Edgeworth, and I work as a prosecutor. I came as soon as I got the call. The moment the phone rang, I knew it was serious. Mr. Edgeworth! Why is it question marks? We know who I am. We know who I is. Thank goodness you're here, sir. This is Dick Gumshoe, a detective with the local precinct. He's the one usually assigned to my cases. How is the president, detective?
Still don't know, Mr. Edgeworth. Shit's fucking crazy here. The medics just boarded the plane a few minutes ago.
I see. I hope he's all right. Then I suppose you'd better show me the scene of the crime instead.
Right away, sir. Do you need a tutorial of how to... Hey, I said hey! You! Ruffles!
What? Oh, Jesus. Who's that?
You're the prosecutor in charge of this here case, ain't ya? Want to give me your first impressions? Anything strike y'all at... What the fuck? Oh. Anything strike y'all as odd?
No comment. Detective Gumshoe with me. Damn, she trying to get a scoop.
Come on now, Mr. Prosecutor, don't be like that. Mr. Edgeworth, wait for me!
What did you think he was gonna say? He's like, wow, shit's crazy. Anyways. Like, what? No, detective, I'll need the facts of the case in as much detail as you can give me. So where the fuck are they?
Oh my god! Well, the scene was right here at Ground Lake, as you already know. A bunch of people were gathered to welcome the president of Zhangfa, who looks like the Beast from Beauty and the Beast. God damn, that is a hot piece of furry. What? Oh, never mind. Oh, he looks worse from this angle. Oh, he looks way worse from this angle. Why is he giving Breach from Valorant to me? Why does the motherfucker look like he's about... Oh, what's the line? Oh, it's a... Why does it feel like he's about to scream, "Let's go!" Like, goddamn, dude.
Dijun Wang. Yes, I read about his visit. It's been all over the news for days now.
Ah, newspaper clipping data jotted down in my organizer. It was raining until just before he landed. Luckily, it let up and he went on stage as planned. And then, smack dab in the middle of his speech, bang! A gun goes off and everybody runs for cover, terrified for their lives. Apparently. The fuck you mean apparently? That sounds about rational. What are we talking about? A gunshot. Oh wow, what should I do? Sit here quietly? Wouldn't want to give the killer a moving target to get even more complicated shots off. What are we talking about?
Apparently.
Truth is, I only just showed up myself. I don't know a whole lot more than you do, sir.
You were summoned on short notice as well.
Sure was. Right in the middle of my day off.
I was at the office taking advantage of the peace and quiet to prepare for my next case.
And then the boss himself calls you to the scene. Never a dull moment, huh, Mr. Edgeworth?
The boss?
Yeah, Chief Prosecutor was right here in the park. Saw the whole thing. First chance he got, he yelled at the top of his lungs, "Get me Mr. Edgeworth right away. He's the only man for the job." Something like that.
I see. I've accidentally made the I made the chief prosecutor sound like J. Jonah Jameson, but that's just Gumshoe's impression of the chief prosecutor, whoever they may be. I actually don't know who that is.
Oh, they corroded the perimeter of the park off as soon as it happened.
Cordoned? I don't think I've ever seen that word, so my brain was like, ah, yes, you know, the word that makes sense, corroded. Wait, what is it? Cordoned?
They cordoned the perimeter of the park off as soon as it happened. You'll be happy to know.
So our would-be assassin is still here somewhere. Good. Perhaps it's the reporter lady that is the only person we've seen anything of outside of these two.
Damn, look how, like, I don't know why, this just looks really HD.
That's kind of crazy. Okay. Special report, is there anything? Okay, we just know it was the evening edition. That's going to be important. That's the evening edition. Okay. Did I read that whole message? Hold on. Give me 1 sec. Did I read that whole thing? So our would-be assassin is still here somewhere. Good.
Now all you gotta do is find him in the middle of that crowd before they strike again.
You're right. We don't know what else our culprit might be planning. These people are in danger. We don't have a moment to lose. Let's begin with the basics.
And search every inch of the crime scene for clues, no matter how insignificant they may seem.
Precisely. Damn, you're really catching on. The president was shot at, which means a gun was involved. That's our first clue.
Nothing gets past you, Edgeworth.
All right, duly noted. Detective Gumshoe,
How exactly was the security detail surrounding the president's speech organized? Oh my god! I can't organize my words! Well, sir, our officers were mainly focused on securing the perimeter of the park. The president's people took charge of the rest. He has his own team of bodyguards. See those guys over there? Maybe we should ask them a few questions. Yes, that would be smart. Why they got the Hirohiko Araki symbol on their hands? If I want to talk with them, I'll need to walk over and press A on my Xbox One controller. I should go do that now. Can I help you? I don't know why that was my voice, but alright. You're one of the president's bodyguards, correct? Could you tell me how his security detail was arranged during the speech? 2 of our senior operatives were attached to the president. The rest secured the stage. This isn't our first rodeo. Anything suspicious in that crowd, and we would have spotted it right away. I see. So the president's security was tightly orchestrated for the duration of his speech. Let's investigate further. We should speak with other witnesses and continue to look over the crime scene. We can't afford to leave any stone unturned. It's this person again. So that's... Okay, so I'm gonna try to give him a country voice. I don't know if I can. Actually, why do you have a fucking bear trap? Ignoring that for a second, there is like a character I kind of want to play in like D&D, just in general, and they would have a country voice, so I should probably try to do that. So that's how y'all going about it, huh? Sure is something, seeing the pros at work. Care to share a little about what happened to that information once you got a hold of it? Bystanders. This one seems persistent, but I can't afford to get distracted. Hey, Ruffles! I asked you a question, dang it! What happens next? Well, we put all the information together and try to find connections, right, sir? Detective, shut the fuck up! Why are we talking to someone? Aw, don't be so hard on the poor guy. So, connections, you say. And what next? Well, I guess you say we connect the dots. Connect one piece of information to another. It's Mr. Edgeworth's forte. He's a logic master. I can view what information I have with left bumper on my Xbox One controller and then connect them with Y on my Xbox One controller. I should try it now. Just a quick press of left bumper and we'll be off down the path of logic. And we bring it back. The world! Oh, whoa, it's different now. President was shot. And that. We're just connecting this? Really? Oh, okay. Can you imagine if it was just wrong? It's like, well, I mean, I tried. Good for the tutorial, I suppose. Despite the president's tight security, the perpetrators still managed to carry out their attack. Okay, to be fair, I was thinking of this like, oh, we're going to wait a little bit till we get our logic stuff together. But yeah, realistically, how was it so tight-knit and a gun was able to get onto the property? Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Or at the very least, there was some issue in that. So, me. Despite the president's tight security, the perpetrators still managed to carry out their attack, completely undetected by a contingent of highly trained bodyguards, no less. No mean feat. This would have taken some serious planning. In other words, the assassination attempt was almost certainly premeditated. Assassination attempt? The president was targeted during his speech, a premeditated attack. That's the stuff, Mr. Edgeworth! The old logic never fails, huh? Yes, if anyone else in these games had a brain, this wouldn't be as impressive. Indeed, all we need to do is find the right clues, then make the right connections between them. Make the wrong connections, however, and we'll only wind up further from the truth, which means I must make well-reasoned connections if I intend to draw logical conclusions. You hear that, Finn? No throwing shit at a wall and seeing if it sticks. Anyways, investigation time. Let's get this investigation started. Time to examine anything that looks suspicious. To examine things, I simply need to walk up to them and press A on the aforementioned Xbox One controller. And if I wish to speak with the detective, I should use Y on same Xbox controller. Let's begin. Okay, so... What you looking at? What are you... Whoa. What? Okay, what are you looking at? Have you found anything of note, officer? No, sir, not a thing! No fingerprints, no footprints, nothing! That is to say, none that stand out, sir. Not after everybody touched and walked all over everything. Detective Gumshoe, did he sound pleased about having no evidence to catalog? I'll, speak to his commanding officer about it, sir. Salary review's coming up soon and all. Oh, jeez. The classic. Oh, we should actually look at this. So the president had a nasty surprise while he was giving his speech. Same thing happened to me when I was a kid, right in the middle of a public speaking contest. I got shot in the fucking head. There I was, yammering away, when all of a sudden, earthquake. Almost jumped out of my skin. That sounds terrifying. Even the word earthquake makes me queasy. You were listening, You were listening, Mr. Edgeworth? I thought you were ignoring my little aside like always. I've grown as a person since then. Can I go down here? Oh, whoa. I'm not touching anything. Is there a drift, or is that because of here? There might be a drift on my controller. Uh-oh. All right, let's talk to her. Get out of the way. Her? Yeah, her. Hey, Ruffles, how's the investigation coming along? Anything y'all want to share? Here we go again. I am not in the habit of sharing the details of confidential investigations with strangers. Dang, you sure are one tough cookie. But I ain't about to head back to Chief Lotta empty-handed. Oh, shit. Lotta... Don't I know that name from somewhere? No, must be my imagination. No, you do. You're just... Okay, again, I'm not touching anything. Do I have my other controller? I do. Let me try the other controller. But also, didn't that one have issues? Didn't this one also have, like, some issue? Primarily this. Hello? Oh, whoa, I can play like this? What? Okay. But why not the controller, though? That's what I want to know. Is why not... Hold on. There we go. Is there stick drift on this, too? I guess I did just kind of... Oh, my God. Seriously? Do I need to get a new controller? I'm just going to use the D-pad for... you know what? You know what? Let's actually try it with the mouse. Let's try it. Let's try it. So let's go over here. So, okay, then what are the controls? Let's set these to the side. The controls, okay, WASD. No, not what I wanted. I'm so sorry, Gumzu. Gumzu? What? History is what I want. Can I go all the way back to when they started giving me directions? Okay. I can view information, I have a Q and connect them with T. Quick press a Q and the logic. So logic is Q. Examine is space. And if I speak of the detective, I had T, which I just did. Then everything else wasn't. Okay. What is the officer here taking pictures of, detective?
The wicked will be crushed beneath the righteous hammer of justice.
Looks like he's reading off these papers here, Mr. Edgeworth.
Pro speech tips number 3. Speak slowly and confidently to win your audience around. Hey, this is good stuff. Better get a shot of this one, too.
Instead of focusing on that speech, how about you focus on your work instead, officer? Oh, wait. There was something... Okay, I can talk to you guys again. Is the president okay?
We're not at liberty to share that information with the local law enforcement.
What did you just say to him? Oh, God. Yeah. You let us on that plane, pal, or you might just regret it.
Sorry, I can't let you do that.
No one respects the badge anymore. I suppose this is something of an international incident. All the more reason to find the killer as soon as we possibly can. Okay, can I investigate some of the floor? There's also this stuff here that's broken.
No!
Of course it is. I was as surprised as you, sir, but there's no mistaking it. It's the Steel Samurai. The Steel Samurai, warrior of Neo Old Tokyo. It's a popular TV show. One I'm a fan of. Old, young, it doesn't matter. It truly has something for everyone. Beats me why they had a Steel Samurai balloon at a welcome party for a foreign president. It is a little odd. Although, now that I think about it, what better hero to represent our nation? I must scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention. Oh, I can just, okay. Well, Steel Samurai for one. Breaks your heart, don't it? It does. What villainy could have befallen him? Witnesses said he popped right about when the gun went off. Which would strongly suggest that a bullet struck the balloon. Okay. Looks like we got a case of cold-blooded samurai murder on our hands. This is sacrilege. I won't rest until the culprit has been apprehended. Detective, we cannot let this vile assassin escape. We won't, sir. You can count on it. Okay, Steel Samurai balloon. Started out floating to the right of the lakeside stage, but has since been popped. There's also a bullet hole here. It's the flag of Zhang Fa. The key motif is a blazing red phoenix. Wait, what's this? Something the matter, sir? You don't see it, Detective? There's something unusual about this flag. Compared to the one on the other side of the stage, if you will. Oh, that's a beauty right there. Just look at it flapping in the wind. It's immaculate. Exactly. Which is how a flag should look. And yet, here we see quite a different picture. One thing in particular stands out, don't you think? Right, of course. I give up. Come on, spill the beans. Oh my fucking god, it can't be that stupid. You can lead a horse to water. I'll just have to move the cursor to the problematic spot and highlight the difference with T. Right here. Take that! Take that! Look closely. Do you see the hole? Whoa, look at that! You're right, sir! And note the burn marks around the edges. That's a bullet hole. There's no mistaking it. A bullet hole? So you're saying a bullet went through this flag? I think I've gathered enough information for the moment. Time to put the pieces together and see what we can figure out. Okay, so it's clearly pop balloon and flag with bullet hole. Connect that. Okay, I will say the keyboard feels a little more fun. I kind of like that. There is a bullet hole in the flag, and it seems highly likely the balloon was popped by a bullet too. Which means 2 shots were fired, right, sir? Possibly even 3. The president was shot as well, remember. Equally, the hole in the flag and the hole in the balloon could have been made by the same bullet. What we need to know is how many gunshots there were. Investigation complete! Alright, on with the Ruffles! Raffles! Y'all figured something out, huh? Care to share? Who exactly is she? And why does she keep shouting at us? Rubbernecker, I guess. She seems pretty interested in the case. Come on, give me something here. We do need to speak with some witnesses to find out how many gunshots there were. Fine, let's see if she can tell us anything. Hey! I don't think I can read. There y'all are! Tabby Lloyd, at your service. I'm looking into the case for, well, just for me right now, but... Looking into the case? Miss Lloyd, was it? Miss Lloyd, there were... Well, what can you tell me? Any exclusive details you want to share? How about the perp? Have they made any demands? What about them there ruffles? Where does the fella buy a caravat like that? A cravat like that, whatever. Will you be quiet for one moment? I'll be asking the questions here. Dang, and here I thought I'd get me some juicy for my piece. I need to know about the shooting. Can you tell me how many gunshots you heard? Why, I most certainly cannot. I beg your goddamn unbelievable pardon. I can't just be handing out leads for free. That's just my livelihood. Oh, come on. Don't hold out on us. We all gotta share sometimes. Me? Hold out on you? Well, if y'all are gonna be like that, I'll be moving right along. Goodbye. Wait. Wait for what exactly, huh? Huh? If you got nothing for me, I'm gone. We're fresh out of moves here. That was a bad... Out of moves, I wouldn't be so sure. Well, what do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? As you know, Detective, I like to play a little chess. That does not seem relevant. And what does one do in chess when an opponent adopts a defensive position? Why, the board offers any number of options, but some are more effective than others. Sorry, sir, but this is all going way over my head. I don't know why I suddenly gave Gumshoe a British or a Southern accent. No matter how impenetrable any No matter how impenetrable an opponent's defense may seem, it can always be overcome. Watch and learn, detective, as I shatter my opponent's resolve with the power of words! When attempting to draw out an entrenched opponent, one must employ certain tactics. Let us picture the board and see if we can anticipate our adversary's next move. I love. Whoa, okay, domain expansion. What the fuck? I've heard about logic chess before, or whatever it's called. I've heard about this before. I don't know what the fuck it is. I am fascinated right now. Edgeworth just has a fucking domain expansion. What the fuck? Now we must analyze the state of play. Me when play state. All right. Y'all ain't getting nothing out of me, not until you give me something in return. Oh, whoa. My opponent has dug herself in deep. Her defenses won't be easily broken, but I can't afford to try her patience by taking too long to plot my next move. In other words, I must be conscious not just of my strategy, but also of the passing of time. That said, I can't afford to waste words either. In fact, it could pay dividends not to. If my opponent gets too agitated, if you're fixing to ask me something, will you dang well ask it already? I may be able to gain a tactical advantage by calmly biding my time. Then, when I see a crack in my opponent's armor, I pounce. What? I should begin by finding out what it is that she does. All right, time to make my opening gambit. Mind chess commence! I mean, I guess I just go for it, right? Why don't you begin by telling me about what it is that you do? Sure, or I could totally not do that. Think I don't know when to keep my mouth shut? That's my job. Is it now? So you do something you won't or can't tell anybody about? Shut up! I ain't no lawbreaker if that's what you're insinuating. Ooh. I'm gonna bide my time a little bit. See what happens. I'm a law-abiding everyday citizen. You got no reason to say otherwise. Forgive me, I meant nothing by it. If it's something you can't tell me about, I imagine it must be very important work indeed. Huh? Sure, I guess. Leastways, it'll be once I bag my first big scoop. Big scoop, you say? Elaborate on that. There. Okay, this is kind of fucking awesome, actually. I see. It's a scoop you're after. So you're a journalist, is that correct? Yeah! Dang! Sure, I'm your friendly neighborhood reporter. The hungriest cub on the beat. That's the mystery of what she does for a living, Solve. Perhaps our hungry young cub has gathered information vital to the case. Let's make that our next line of inquiry. And we get time back. Wait, this is fucking awesome, actually. With the opening moves concluded, the mid-game approaches. What else does she have to tell us? Where's the record of your reporting? Were you at the scene of the crime? Let's start there. At the time of the incident, were you present at the scene of the crime? Come on now, Ruffles, you ain't gonna give little old Tabby something first? Absolutely not. Then I ain't giving you nothing neither. You think I'm a sucker? Think again. Bide my time. Just gonna wait and see what happens. Come on, this is my career we're talking about here. You gotta give me something. Sadly, the more you know, the more you might find yourself in danger. I ain't scared. I'm a pro. That takes more than the sound of a little gunfire to faze me. You heard gunfire. You may be a pro, as you put it, but I'd say you're still a little wet behind the ears. You say you heard gunfire, which proves you were here at the time of the crime. Therefore, you must have seen something. Double dang. Fine, I was here, I saw it. came to report on the big speech, would be reporting on wound up reporting on a shooting. And you won't get no more out of me than that. I'm done with your tricks, Ruffles. If she came to report on the event, she must have a record of some kind. A record I would very much like to get my hands on. It's quite the clue as to where to take the conversation next. There we go. So where's the record? You're a reporter, which means you must have been making a record of some kind. You got more questions, you gotta give me something first. That's the deal. I am not in the habit of making deals. Now tell me what I need to know. Sorry, Ruffles, I can't help you. Time to deploy my clue. No self-respecting reporter would leave the house without a means of putting things on the record. So tell me, Miss Lloyd, where is yours? Of course I made a record. I told you I'm a pro. Dang near wore my shoes out running around on this one. Which is why I'm not about to just hand it over to the first person who asks me. I'm not just anyone, young lady. I'm the prosecutor in charge of this case. Don't you young lady me! You ain't getting it, no matter how many times you ask. Bide my time. Abide my time. Bide my sweet little time. You understand, don't you, Ruffles? It ain't nothing personal. I understand that your job is a difficult one. You do? Well, ain't that sweet? And in such a competitive field, you must sometimes doubt that you'll ever succeed. No, I'll go plenty far, I'm sure of it. Yeah. Just as long as I got my trusty tape recorder, I'll always be ready to nab me a scoop. Oh, you're what now? Ooh. Play me that tape. Give me that tape. Stupid. Intriguing. A young reporter hungry for success, so dedicated to her craft that to leave such an important event unrecorded would be unthinkable. And indeed she did not. She committed the entire event to tape! There we go. Oh, dang it! This is my scoop you're messing with, my big break! Fine, sure, I've recorded the whole darn thing. It's all right here, you got me, okay? Checkmate. Oh, wait, this is fucking awesome, actually. Mind chess checkmate. Wait, this is fucking sick as fuck, actually. Wait, this is sick as fucking awesome. You're something else, Ruffles. I was trying to be all strong and silent, but you had me singing like a canary. Never mind that. Now play us the tape. This should finally tell us how many shots were fired. Fine, you can hear it, but I got conditions. You played me like a fiddle, Ruffles. Only the chief ever played me so good. So you gotta agree to be chief number 2 and be mentor to a rising star, aka me. Chief number 2, huh? Kinda like a second parent? That's a big responsibility, sir. And one more thing. I want exclusive reporting rights to the first 24 hours. Come on, you gotta say yes. What kind of mentor would give his star pupil the exclusive, huh? She's a difficult woman to refuse, and I need to hear that recording. 24 hours is more than I can promise, but the story's yours until the case is solved. And the job of chief number 2? I think not. Gah, you're no fun, but I guess a girl can't have everything. All for the sake of the scoop, huh? Alright, you got yourself a deal. I got exclusive access starting right this second, Ruffles. Good. Then our first order of business is to listen to that tape. We're kachak!
Honored friends and allies, I am here today to deliver a message. The odious criminals that dodged my beloved nation are no more dogged. It's dogged because dodge has a D in it. The odious criminals that dogged my beloved nation are no more. The president's speech. We're kachak! The president passionately addresses the assembled crowd. Oh, okay. The president passionately addresses the assembled crowd, as if trying to shake off the reports of his declining popularity by sheer force of will. Oh, that's her, damn. That there's me. Can't beat a little live commentary to set the scene. The meeting is scheduled for just after the speech, correct? Oh, that's a different one, I guess. The meeting is scheduled for just after the speech, correct? Seems pretty pleased to be able to put the whole Yadagarasu situation behind him. As well he should be. This is a great day for all of us. Whose voices are these? Oh, there was these 2 old guys standing right in front of me.
They were whispering away to each other the whole darn time. I know their voices from somewhere. Oh shit, wait, let me read those again? That might have been bad. Never mind. It doesn't have his writing style. It might have been, I don't know. I know their voices from somewhere. Wait, the part where the gun goes off goes right after this. Work check. The president thrusts his fist into the air as the excitement reaches fever pitch. Wait, I'm so confused. Did I read that right? Okay, that was Lloyd. So then this is just, okay, I'm getting it now.
The battle against evil rages on. Here, today, I make you this solemn promise. We shall crush the wicked with the righteous hammer of justice.
Gunshot. There were two. What the? Ah! Shh. Okay, there we go. So, 2 shots were fired. Yep, and that tells us something? It absolutely fucking does. Something very important indeed. It allows us to deduce the trajectory of one of our bullets. It fucking does? Of the 2 shots fired, 1 hit the president, which means the other must have passed through both the flag and the balloon in that order, which, as you can see, allows us to deduce the position of our shooter. Oh, only possible place for which the bullet could have been fired through. Okay. Like over this way, right?
Take that!
In this sort of area. Drawing a line between the flag and the balloon gives us the trajectory of one of our bullets and places our shooter on the left-hand side of the spectator area. Cool, awesome, bullet trajectory. You're a genius, Mr. Edgeworth! Detective Gumshoe. I'll need to examine the left side of the spectator area. Roger that, sir! So you need me to clear all those people out of the way, I guess? I do. And what evidence remains to be found may already be deteriorating. So I'll need you to be quick about it. Yes, sir! Chief! Hey, I'm talking to you, Chief! I suppose you mean me, Miss Lloyd? I surely do! You gotta let me help out! This stuff's my forte! I'm the best crowd herder you ever did see! Prod, pummel, and push them wherever you like! A very kind offer, but I think a less hands-on approach might be preferable. Also, about this chief business, I am nobody's chief. Whatever you say, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Your wish is my command. I somehow doubt that. I love her hair. Her hair is awesome. Her hairstyle is really nice. I like that. Holy shit, Winston Payne jump scare. Holy fuck, what are you here for? Here you go, sir. It's all ready for you. Miss Lloyd here cleared everyone out just like that. You should have seen it. Oh, you ain't seen nothing. The chief, my other chief that is, she sends them running twice as quick. She sounds like quite a formidable character. Perhaps I should go easier on the poor girl. Thank you, but you really shouldn't have. All that running around, your clothes are covered in mud. Allow me to pay for your cleaning. It's the least I can do. Huh? You mean my jacket? Oh, don't you be worrying your pretty little head about that. It's reversible. All you gotta do is switch it around and alakazam, no more dirt. On the outside, perhaps, but you'd still have something of a problem with the inside. I'm ready to get back to the investigation wherever you are, sir. The crowd has trampled the entire area. We'll be lucky to find any traces of our shooter at all. All right, well. I immediately need to talk to you. Well, this is quite the situation, wouldn't you say, Mr. Edgeworth? Who is he again? It's Payne, Mr. Edgeworth. Winston Payne. We work together at the prosecutor's office. He's a prosecutor? What brings you here today, Mr. Payne? What indeed? Why, only the investigation of the chief prosecutor himself. Invitation, fuck me. His voice. I recognize him on the tape recording. Oh, shit, you were talking. Is he one of the men who was standing in front of Miss Lloyd? And where is the chief prosecutor? He had to leave, I'm afraid. He's a busy man. They let him, and only him, out through the corridor. So he had me summoned on short notice, then left before I even showed up? Rude. Dickhead. Okay, so there was actual reason to talk to Payne. That's awesome. Oh, wait, there's a camera. Wait, we might actually get information out of you. Hello. You're with one of the news channels? Yep. Can I help you? You must have footage of the event. Do you mind if I take a look? I wish I could help you, but that might be a little tricky. And why's that, huh, pal? You got a problem with doing your civic duty or something? No, it's just that my camera was knocked over in all the panic, and now I can't get it to work. That footage would have helped immensely. God, just our luck. What the?
You look like you need a little help, Mr. Edgeworth.
I know that voice. Oh my god! Okay, not what I expected at all. Damn, puberty hit Kay like a fucking truck. Kay! Excuse me, coming around the long way, sorry. Honestly, I leave you alone for 2 seconds, but don't worry, your hero's here to save the day. That's right, the one and only Kay Faraday. Hero? Only you would give yourself a title like that. So you're not a great thief anymore? Not right now, but it's not like I quit. I'm just on sabbatical. I'm taking time out of... I'm taking time out of... What the fuck? I'm taking time out for some intensive training. Being the second Yatagarasu doesn't come Okay. I'm taking time out for some intensive training. Being the second Yatagarasu doesn't come easy. Kay is back so soon. I love that. Kay helped me out on a few occasions about 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago? What the fuck? Okay, I expected like a good while. All right. Kay helped me out on a few occasions about 2 weeks ago when I was working a case. The case of the Yatagarasu, a mysterious thief who seemed to appear and disappear at will, and who claimed only to steal the truth. She calls herself the second Yatagarasu, the successor of the so-called Great Thief. There's not a lock I can't open or a trap I can't escape. And when it comes to stealing, well, I'm still in training, but I'll get there soon enough. What are you doing here, Kay? What do you think I'm doing? I've been enjoying the festivities, of course. I suppose she did mention being fond of such things. And afterwards, I was thinking of dropping by your office to see you guys, but now I don't have to. Good to see you, kiddo. You're as bright and breezy as ever. Hey, Gummy, how you been? You're looking pretty full of beans yourself. So, Kay, are you really here to save the day? Yup. Prepare for your jaw to hit the floor. Your best pal in the world here only went and took pictures of the whole shebang. Emphasis on bang. Did you now? Then you'd better show them to me. Wow, your jaw didn't even drop an inch. What's a girl gonna do to impress you, huh? I know, right? Mr. Prosecutor here is about as much fun as a dang toothache. Won't even let me call him Chief. Oh, but I'm forgetting my manners. Tabby Lloyd, ace reporter at your service. Nice to meet you, Tabby. You're right, he's no fun at all. This one time you two can chat later. Kay, can I see those photos? Boo! Fine, here. I love Kay. Oh, there was a... Oh, whoa. Kay. So there was a dot on him. Or is that just right? No, that's right when he got shot. Okay. So he got shot in the fucking cranium. And then... I'm assuming those briefcases are like bulletproof or something, so that's why they're holding them out like that. I took this one right when the gun went off. Okay. It was total chaos. People running everywhere. The president and his 2 bodyguards. What's that? Thank you indeed, Kay. I think you provided us with a vital clue. Hey, your eyes just lit up like a pair of dang Christmas trees. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, care to tell the readers what you've spotted? A contradiction. Huh? What now? I don't see nothing strange. Allow me to show you. This picture shows the moment of the incident, but another piece of evidence shows something different. But what? What's different?
Is it the fucking thing on his head? Am I missing something? Is it... Wait, what? This picture shows the moment of the incident. Another piece of evidence shows something different. I need to highlight the point of contradiction. Is it the fucking thing on his head? And then employ my powers of deduction. First, to find the contradiction in the photograph. I'm assuming it has... Yes, that's it. I'll simply press T to make my deduction. Oh, okay. So it's... right there? Okay, now to present the evidence that proves the contradiction. I mean, it's gotta be this, right? I can't imagine it's anything fucking else. Yeah, so it's like... thing on his head? Look closely at the picture of the president in this newspaper clipping, if you would, Miss Lloyd. Now look at Kay's photograph. Compare the two carefully. Huh? What am I looking for here? The thing on his forehead. Well, I'll be! Indeed. There's something on the president's forehead. Something that wasn't there in the other picture. What is that? Some kind of birthmark? A birthmark that's bright fucking red. Use your brain. Yeah, guy's got a big red birthmark right in the middle of his forehead. Wait, is it actually? Okay, thank God. I highly doubt a birthmark just sprang up there since the other picture was taken. Did he get bitten by a bug then, maybe? Yeah, that's it. That's right there in the big old... That right there is a big old bug bite. And here I thought it was something important. The look on your face. You should know that the road to the truth is paved with just such seemingly trivial details. Ooh, again with the face. All right. Duly noted, Chief. Case photograph data jotted down. A photograph of the president at the exact moment the incident occurred. Great. So what the fuck else do we got here? Look at the people. That's not gonna mean anything. I'll talk to Kay, I guess. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth. Kay motherfucking Faraday. Did you like my big entrance? I bet I really am your hero now, huh? Well, your evidence helped things along, certainly. Hey, I'm the second Yatakarasu, remember? All in a day's work. Kinda wish I could have showed you how far I've really come with the whole Great Thief thing, though. The training you mentioned? About that. Don't worry, I haven't stolen anything yet, I promise. Oh, thank God she said yet. Okay, Great Thief. So the whole Great Thief thing is just on hold. For now, anyways. That's a relief, I suppose. Yeah, I wanted to get out there and start stealing back the truth like my dad. But I've still got a ways to go in my training, and I need to find some partners in crime. I hope she means that figuratively. I can't be the only girl in the world looking to pull off the most daring heists ever attempted. True, but not many people are looking to pull off a career in larceny either, I'd wager. And then about the incident. Yep, no doubt about it. If you compare the pic I took with the newspaper clipping, the red birthmark stands out like a sore thumb. That's a contradiction, all right. Indeed, though I very much doubt it's due to a birthmark suddenly appearing. Oh, that reminds me. I might have to steal that line of yours. The road to the truth is paved with seemingly trivial thefts. And you know what? Shit, you got a point. Funny, I don't remember that being the exact sequence of words I used. Actually, wait, what was the exact sequence of words he used? Road to the truth is paved with seemingly trivial details. That's what the actual line was. But she kind of spitting, though. It do go hard. Why just rob a house when you can rearrange the furniture, too? You may call it rearranging, but I call it irrevertibly corrupting. Irrevertibly? Irretrievably. Dude, I might just not be able to read. Okay, we talked to you and got everything we can out of you. Talk to you. There's no reason to go over here. Hey, man, don't fucking look at me like that. Mind your own fucking business. Thank you. Dickhead. Okay. I guess we just talked to
Tabby? About the incident. You say you attended today's ceremony in order to gather material for an article of some kind? You bet I did. It ain't the kind of thing that happens every day. And when did the ceremony begin? Right after the rain stopped. We got lucky. It was raining all morning before that. Anyhow, the president's plane touched down right around 1:45 1:45. I don't know why I was gonna say a.m., but I don't know. I think 45, and I'm like, oh yeah, a.m. And the speech started at 2 on the nose. What about the shooting? Must have been maybe 20 after. So 20 minutes after the ceremony began. Yeah, shots rang, tearing through the air, and only moments before had it been alive with cheers. Then tragedy, the president dropped to the floor, felled by an unknown assassin's bullet. It's 2:25 p.m. on March 25th, and I've been reporting to you live from the scene here at Ground Lake. What was that all about? Sorry, just making some voice notes. Gotta get those ideas down the second they come to old noggin, you know? Hey, she's actually real as fuck for that. Not for this specifically, but she's real as fuck for that line. Ain't every day you get a report on the assassination of a president, after all. It's dramatic. It's emotional. It's got everything I need to write an article that puts the readers right there on the scene. And did the president really drop to the floor? Officers on the scene said his bodyguards escorted him straight onto the presidential plane. Hey, y'all can't blame me for getting a little carried away now, can you? I'd better take any testimony she gives me with a good-sized pinch of salt. Well, let's get more of it. Stop it, call me a reporter and all. It's kind of weird when somebody else says it. Still, Tabby Lloyd, reporter at large. Does have a kind of ring to it, don't you think? But you are a reporter, correct? Sure am, a reporter in training. What? Have you even had any articles published? Fixing to look up my work, huh? Well, that might be tricky. And yet you call yourself a reporter nonetheless? Well, I soon will be, won't I? This right here's a big old scoop, no mistake about it. And I got the whole thing on tape. Didn't miss a second. And it's all thanks to my trusty mic and even my even trustier tape machine. I'm about to set the journalistic world on fire, just like my mentor before me. Your mentor? You know the chief, Ruffles? My mentor, my inspiration? No, but you have mentioned her repeatedly. Did I? Can't rightly say I remember. What kind of reporter forgets a thing like that? Well, it's just like the chief always says, you gotta treat information as irresponsibly as you can. And what kind of mentor says that? Oh, you should have heard her the day she gave me this here tape machine. You be sure and bag yourself the juiciest, sleaziest scoops you can now, you hear? Wonderful. So you're the kind of reporter who sees fire under even the faintest trace of smoke. Nah, I'm the kind of reporter who puffs on the fire till the smoke about chokes you. How is that any fucking better? Cool, I'm really glad we got fuck all from this. And now I'm kind of at a standstill again. So you've done everything. Oh, trash can. Hold on. You even gotta pick through the trash yourself? A prosecutor's life ain't easy, huh? Detective Gumshoe. Right away, sir. He's not even doing it. The faithful detective scrambles through the garbage as the prosecutor looks on, his hands unblemished. Let's see now. Come to Papa, little treasures. Is he enjoying himself? Bingo! A popsicle stick! Gotta love the jerks they put on these. Detective! Sorry, sir! Relevant evidence. Huh? I think we got something. Good work, detective. Let's take a closer look, shall we? By examining a piece of evidence from all angles, we can uncover the hidden details. We sure can! Just tell me which way you want it, sir. We can rotate the item using the arrow keys on my keyboard. If you want, I can move it closer and further away, too. I can use Q to examine an object up close and E to move out for a bigger picture. Okay. When you spot something, just say the word. I can point out suspicious areas with the cursor and with the cursor. All right, let's see. Can I do it all with one? Nope. Okay, with the cursor. Oh, whoa, I can do it. This is so much easier than trying to figure out the things. Okay, well, immediately this. Right? This, immediately. Oh.
Well, I think there's something else more important than a piece of paper.
This is a document of some kind.
Oh, we got chess themes in the whole damn bitch. Oh, we got chess themes in this whole motherfucker. Okay. Oh, wait, I didn't read that at all. I just kind of skipped it.
This is a document of some kind.
What are we looking at here? Presidential security plan. Oh, it was planned. It's a diagram of the president's security arrangements.
Ah, it shows how the president's bodyguards were positioned.
It even has his people's names on it. Rook and Knight.
They must be the two from the photo. So his bodyguards aren't natives of Zhangfa.
I heard he uses some private security firm.
But why not employ people from his own country?
I know why not. Y'all want to hear a little tabloid exclusive?
You really know something?
Sure I do. I was over at that there embassy not so long back sniffing out a story. While I'm there, one of my sources tell me that the president's got more enemies than you got hairs on your head, including a bunch of bigwigs in the National Police Force.
Interesting. So he's unable to trust his own domestic law enforcement. I wonder if one of these enemies could have been behind the attempt on his life. Security plan data jotted down in my organizer.
But what was it doing dumped in there in that bag?
You raise an interesting point. It's a document relating to a matter of national security. It would surely be highly classified.
Huh? Hey, there's something else in here. A fucking gun! With a fucking scope on it! God damn!
My.
What's a gun doing in here?
Gumshoe, there were 2 gunshots at the scene, and you're wondering why there's a gun?
Sir, this bag, it's gotta belong to the...
Yes, it could well have been disposed of by our would-be assassin. A revolver would have taken a lot of nerve to dump it in here amid all the chaos. Could this be the work of a professional?
That would explain the security plan, too.
I think we need to take a very close look at our latest find. Alright, I'm just gonna... Oh, hello. Nope, not right. 2 blanks, or 2 bullets shot. 2 spent bullets in the cylinder matching the 2 gunshots heard on the recording.
That proves it! This must be the weapon that was used! No shit.
Back up. Can I move the thing? Because it's... Okay, but what else is there?
Aha! It was a red laser sight.
This is a laser sight.
It can be lined up with the target to make aiming a bit easier. If I press this here... Yep, definitely a red laser.
Could the assassin have used the laser sight to target the president?
I want to press Q, I got it.
And why does this remind me of something?
Because that's the mark on his forehead.
I think it's time to go over the information we've collected so far.
Yes, it is. Revolver jotted down in the... That bag was a real find, huh? Just goes to show, a bag in the hand, it's worth 2 in the trash.
Nice work, detective. Now, there's something else I'd like to ask of you, if you don't mind. I need you to take the bag and the gun to forensics and see if they can find any prints.
On it, sir!
A good set of fingerprints could really help this investigation along.
Got the results for you, sir.
That was fucking fast as hell.
You bet it was. Told the text it was ultra super high priority. But, they came up empty.
And they checked everywhere.
Inside and outside, top to bottom, sir. They even took the bullets out of the gun and dusted them.
I should have known it wouldn't be that easy.
Okay, well... The world! I just want to look at what I have, to be honest. Assassination attempt, 6-shot revolver, laser sight, red birthmark. Okay, there we go. We have this. Connect them, bitches! It's a laser sight on his forehead.
I have solved the mystery of the red birthmark.
Really? So it wasn't a bug bite. Again, I gave him a slight southern accent at the end. My apologies.
No, what we're dealing with isn't something that would itch for a day and then disappear. It is, in fact, the beam of a laser sight.
then our killer was aiming to shoot the president square in the forehead?
And shortly after this picture was taken, a second shot rang out.
Yeah, that's gonna do more than an inch.
Indeed, I fear the president may be in even more danger than we thought, and that the gun we found was the weapon used in the crime. Revolver data updated in my organizer.
Why would the perp use a laser sight, though? He's right, you'd stand out like crazy using something like that. Pew pew pew! It's not like you could just go around shooting lasers all over the place.
No, and anyone who saw it could trace it right back to the shoot.
Well, kinda. Let's be entirely fair here. You don't normally see the exact line of a laser. You normally see where it's coming from, maybe some bits across as it's like hitting, and then you see what its surface is hitting. You don't really see the line across. It's not like a flashlight. Seems like a pretty bad idea all around. Oh, I almost forgot. I took a couple more pictures. Maybe the laser sight's in one of them.
It's a long shot, but it's worth a look at least. All right, Kay, let's see these other pictures.
Yes, sir, right away, sir. Let's see. Was this a new spray? First up, here's one I took just before everything started going south. The selfie.
Oh, whoa, I see something. Me sees something. Me sees a thing.
There's a little laser sight on Winston Payne over here. Interesting. So whoever's in this red hoodie is our guy.
It might be more useful to us if half of the frame wasn't taken up with your face.
Hey, can you blame him for wanting to get a selfie with the president? I mean, kinda. Lucky for you, this was right before the gun went off. And this one I showed you before was just after the first shot was fired.
Wait, this was after the first shot was fired.
The second shot is what hit the president. He wasn't hit yet.
At this point, they heard a gunshot, which got these two on alert, and then he got shot.
Okay. The second shot came just seconds after this. Then there's... fuck all. What does this give us?
What's this? I can hardly see anything.
I got knocked over when everyone started running right after that last picture. Guess I must have pressed the shutter by accident. Not sure if this one's gonna be much use, kid. And that's all of them.
Okay, case photographs updated in the organizer. I want to... Oh, time to take a closer look. I guess they're gonna make us take a closer look. Let's examine the picture from before the shooting. Is there any hint of laser sights in this picture? Yes, there is. Hold on. Oh, just come up. There we go.
Take that!
There, I see it!
What is it, sir?
Look closely at the person with the red hood.
Whoa!
That's not Gumshoe.
Whoa, there it is!
Indeed, that's our laser sight right there.
So that's our perp! The one in the red hood must be...
The shooter, yes.
We found him! And all thanks to yours truly.
Indeed, you led us right to the greatest treasure of all, Miss Great Thief. The truth. Little Goku chuckle there. You may have captured our would-be assassin in one of your other pictures too. Let's take another look. It's in the... Our red-hooded suspect could be in another... It's in the after. I saw him in there. Is the person in the red hood here somewhere? Yes, he is. He's right fucking here.
But see, I don't know how this really helps us. Look, right there!
A red jacket. That must be our suspect. Looks like they took advantage of the confusion to make their getaway. Luckily, we can see exactly where they were headed.
Ah, the samurai talk stand!
Precisely, which means they escaped towards the right-hand side of the spectator area. Detective Gumshoe!
On it, sir! Consider it cleared!
Good, I'm counting on you. And then she's also gonna go and be like, I can do it too!
See what's interesting?
Oh, she's a killer. She's the killer. She's the killer. I figured it out. She's the killer. Because if we look at her profile. There's a little bit. There's red under the shirt, and she said it can invert. You're the killer. All right, GG's. GG's easy. We have you now, my little Red Riding Hood. Weird sentence to say, but all right. The entire park is cordoned off, and we know which way you went. Now it's simply a matter of hunting you down. No, it's not. Unfortunately, it ain't. It ain't. Now, let us continue our investigation. There's evidence here somewhere. All we have to do is find it. Well, let's go to the samurai dogs and see what the... By the way, it's fucking crazy that that's an evidence. Or, like, that's back. I must scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention. There's a button here. Oh, whoa! There's something red down there. Detective Gumshoe, can you see what that is under the stand, please? Something down here, all right. Let's see. It's our red hoodie. Damn it. All right, my theory went out the window. A red raincoat. This must be the one the suspect was wearing. They must have taken it off and hidden it under there before they made their escape. And it's dirty. Seemingly discarded the person in the red hood found under a samurai dog stand. Okay, never mind. My theory goes out the window because now that this is here, the sleeve, it's inside out. The button is missing too. Well, the button's here. The button's right here. There's a button. What's this? A red button. A red button! Hey, do you think? I do think. Could it have been dropped by our red-hooded suspect? Yes, it clearly seems likely. The world! Let me show you how likely it is, in fact! Connect! Let me show you how likely it be! The button we found seems to have come from this raincoat. It must have been pulled loose when the killer took it off. Huh! The right sleeve's inside out, too! It seems it was removed in a hurry. Fast enough to tear a button off, no less. I surmise our assassin disposed of their gun and bag in the trash immediately after shooting at the president. Then they then slipped into the panicked crowd and moved from the left to the right side of the spectator area. This was because they knew the trajectory of the bullet would point to a shooter on the left side. Finally, they removed the raincoat and hid it under the samurai dog stand. The killer would have needed to get rid of the coat as soon as possible, hence its hurried removal. The fact that the right sleeve is inside out is a testament of how quickly it was taken off. Yep, that and the missing button. The question, of course, is why didn't the same thing happen to the left sleeve? Oh yeah, only the right sleeve is inside out. Indeed. And the button on the left sleeve is still securely attached. So, what does this mean, Mr. Edgeworth? If we're to answer that question, Detective, we'll need to inspect the raincoat in more detail. Fuck, what the fuck? What? What do you mean? This is also like... What? Wait, what? There's something here. Oh, okay. Let's take a closer look at the inside of the raincoat. Detective Gumshoe! Yes, sir! Ooh, a little bit of blood. A little blood stain. My mouse is in the way. This is a blood stain. And considering where it's located, I'd say the blood belongs to our would-be assassin. So we're looking for someone with an injury? Not just an injury, Detective. An injury on their left arm. Huh? How do we know that? It's simple. The right sleeve is inside out, suggesting that the suspect removed the raincoat in a hurry. Conversely, the left sleeve is just as we would expect to be. Therefore, the suspect's left arm was never in the sleeve in the first place. And once we understand that, everything else falls into place. Now, Detective, there is a blood stain on the left side lining the raincoat because the suspect's arm was too injured to fit through the sleeve. Precisely. Or at least we can say that there is a good probability that was the case. Okay, red raincoat data updated in my organizer. The pieces are starting to fall into place. Investigation complete!
Detective Gumshoe, I need you to go and search the crowd for likely suspects. Yes, sir! Suspicious characters with injured left arms coming right up! You're even smarter than you look, Ruffles. Taking all them itty bitty pieces and putting them together like that, you'll have your man in no time. That's Mr. Edgeworth for you. The park is still cordoned off, so our would-be assassin should be in the crowd somewhere. Don't let me down, Detective Gumshoe. I'm also gonna check something super quick. Did I leave this up? Yes, I did. Whoopsies. I left up something I didn't mean to leave up. I mean, I'll leave it now. It doesn't seem to be affecting the stream quality at all, which is kind of crazy to me. Anyways, March 25th, 3:27 p.m., Ground Lake Spectator Area. Emerson Arena. Mr. Edgeworth, we found someone who fits the bill perfectly, sir. Way to nab the assassin, Cummy. Hold on, Kay. It's a little soon to be jumping to conclusions. For the moment, they're a person of interest and nothing more. Understood? Okay, no jumping. But he's our shooter, sir. I'm sure of it. He's the guy who tried to take out the president. In broad daylight, surrounded by a crowd of witnesses. This is no ordinary assassin. Bring him over here, detective. Carefully. Yes, sir! Come on, boys. You heard Mr. Edgeworth. Who the fuck is it? Ooh, whoa! Shelly? Shelly? Fuck are you doing here? You were Shelly the Killer, right? That is who you are? I haven't played the trilogy in a schminute. No umbrella and a bandage on his left arm. Well, pal, state your name already. Doe. John Doe. Charmed, I'm sure. John Doe. Not a name you often hear in real life. That's correct. I know this man from somewhere, I'm sure of it. And you are Prosecutor Edgeworth. I'm just gonna go very British butler voice, like the what's his name? The Tyrion Cuthbert, the monkey. I forget his name, but the monkey when he armband. And you are Prosecutor Edgeworth. You know my name. Of course. I've been following the day's developments with... That's right, I've been following the day's developments with some interest. Now, perhaps you'd care to explain why you've asked to speak with me. As you've been following our investigation, you're no doubt already aware of who we're looking for. So let me ask you, do you recognize this raincoat by any chance? Forgive me, but I'm afraid I do not. I see. Well, I believe its owner to be the would-be assassin we are seeking. My. Well, isn't that just shocking? And this same would-be assassin happens to have an injured left arm, just like you. All I can tell you is, Try that again. All I can tell you is that I had nothing to do with this unfortunate affair. The two adversaries stare at each other down like their eyes like deadly lasers. Care to tell the readers what happens next? A showdown, that's what! A battle of wits! A battle of words! Dare I let him explain any further what he thinks the upcoming battle will entail? Sure, let him blather on. In a battle of wits, you never know if or when the other guy might be lying or just plain mistaken. But if you spot an inconsistency in a statement of theirs, you gotta present the evidence that proves it. Oh, this was tutorial. And to do that, I'll need to first open my organizer with the E button on my keyboard, then press T to present my evidence. Did my mommy text me? Or is this just, unrelated? Okay, I have not gotten a text from my mommy. And what if there ain't no inconsistencies to find? Then you change tact. Tact? That's not wrong. Then you change tack. Press for more information and see what you can shake loose. Indeed, I can press my opponent with Q on my keyboard. Why don't you show us how it's done, Mr. Edgeworth? Sorry, I didn't realize that was a tutorial thing. I know how to play the fucking game. Stepping up to bat, our nation's top prosecutor. Once I am able to quietly gather my thoughts, yes. Now shut the fuck up, let me cook. Doe's deposition. I can understand why whoever wore the raincoat would be of interest to you, but you have no proof that this person is injured as you claim. Is he stupid? My left arm may be injured, but I can still use my right arm. When it started raining, I simply opened my umbrella. No raincoat required. Yet you don't have a fucking umbrella on you. So you can... Wait! There is an umbrella on the floor. And let's also look if we can see him. No. Okay. So we can't see Shelly here at all. So you contend that you were not wearing a raincoat, is that correct? It is. And is that so strange? Not everyone wears one after all. I happen to prefer an umbrella. Team Raincoat over here, they're perfect for when a girl really needs to move. Heck, I don't use neither. Come rain, sleet, snow, or shine, it's my trusty parka every time. Not exactly the line of inquiry I was hoping to pursue. So you see, I'm not your would-be killer. And I'm not in the habit of making baseless accusations, Mr. Doe. Please, I'm just a simple ice cream Oh my. What happened there? Anyways. Oh, and ooh. Forgive me, my wound seems to have begun bleeding again in all the excitement. You're just really bad at this. The owner of the raincoat is definitely our assassin, and said owner also has an injured left arm. And your arm seems to be bleeding. I'm on to you, Mr. Doe. It's only a matter of time. Doe's deposition. I can understand why whoever wore the raincoat would be of interest to you, but you have no proof that this person was injured as you claim. I do want to save just so I have the save on here. Yes. Okay. And it got rid of the story thing. Okay, cool. All right. Anyways. But you have no proof that the person... But we do, though. But we do, though. Oops, that was the wrong button. Wait, how do I present it again? Objection! But we fucking do, and you're stupid. I know it's the first case of the game, but you're really dumb. You seem like a careful man, Mr. Doe, but not quite careful enough. After all, you left something behind, something of vital importance. I'm afraid you... Oh, wait! Wait, they gotta go fucking crazy, hold on! Bitch, hold on, wait, that goes fucking crazy! Ooh, I like this new one way more. I like this new theme more. I'm afraid you must have me confused with somebody else. The coat does not belong to me. Or do you claim to have some kind of proof to support your accusations? Your arm isn't troubling you too much, I hope. Your wound seems to be bleeding again. I'll survive, although I can't convenience. You have my deepest sympathies. Because if it wasn't bleeding quite so badly, you could have perhaps made a clean getaway. What exactly are you insinuating? As we have already established, whoever wore the raincoat is injured. And now I can prove that person was you. With this decisive piece of evidence. His ice cream is sweating! That's great. Instead of having him sweat, it's the ice cream. That's awesome. You stupid bitch. You see, Mr. Doe, there is a small amount of blood on the inside of this raincoat. Blood that belongs to our assassin! I'll catch it. Spins. Fuck you. Attempted murder of a foreign leader? Causing a diplomatic incident? They'll throw the book at you! You can give us the silent treatment all you like, but we don't need you to talk. A simple blood test will give us the answer we require. All it takes is for us to compare the blood on your bandages with that on the coat. And that will be that. We have the evidence. Why don't you make it easier on all of us and come clean? Admit that you were the one who attempted to assassinate the president of Zhangfa. I am not your assassin. You're stubborn, I'll give you that. But if this were a game of chess, you would already be in checkmate. But we're not doing that game mode right now. Now do the honorable thing and admit defeat. He doesn't look like a man with no moves left to play. Very well, you have me. I'll admit it. I was wearing the raincoat. He confessed! Say the word and I'll slap the cuffs on him right now! But I did not shoot at the president. What the fuck? Mr. Edgeworth, the only thing you have proven is that I was wearing a particular raincoat. And as far as I'm aware, that is not a crime. Alright, I'm trying to give him more of like a gentler voice because his voice and Edgeworth's voice is like getting mixed up in my head. So if I give him more of like a gentler British voice, a little higher up, a little more in like that sort of Mickey Mouse voice range, in sort of the higher upness and like the, I guess, frog in your throat kind of thing. I'm trying to make him very more like polite sounding, whereas Edgeworth is more like bass in his voice, and he's like, I'm sorry to tell you, but you've been wrong the whole time, and also your mother isn't your mother. You know what I mean? Like, he's got more of a bass in his voice. Anyways, Doe's deposition part 2. I am no assassin. I'm a simple ice cream seller. One who happened to be wearing a red raincoat while watching the president speak. I was as surprised as anyone when his bodyguard sprang into action and the shots rang out. That's when the spectators panicked and started running and screaming for their lives. Now, are you finally satisfied that I am telling the truth? As if your story stinks! Well, that's rather rude. You don't scare me! The evidence is on our side, you know! Look, it's right there plain as day! The assassin, and they're wearing a red raincoat! Intriguing, but that is not me. Oh, come on! Tell me, Mr. Edgeworth, do you really think I was the only one in the entire park wearing a red raincoat today? I do, actually. Full honesty, I do believe that. But then, why does he seem so sure of himself? I don't know, man. We'll fucking figure it out. I am no assassin. I'm a simple ice cream seller. One who happened to be wearing a red raincoat while watching the president speak. I was surprised at anyone when his bodyguard sprang into action and the shots rang out. That's when the spectators panicked and started running and screaming for their lives. I'm just gonna press everything. Hold it! Hold it! A simple ice cream seller, but a knowledgeable one, I assume, on the subject of ice cream at least. But of course, ask me anything you wish. Why are we asking him ice cream questions? I don't know the first thing about ice cream. You know what the, most important thing about making ice cream is, of course. Mr. Edgeworth? Why, the most important thing about making ice cream is to approach it with a virtuous heart. And what does virtue have to do with anything? Without proper reverence for the craft, I'm afraid all you'll ever make are sweetened crystals of ice. There, I hope that you now see. I am nothing more than an ice cream seller. One who happened to be wearing a red raincoat. Press that. Why a raincoat? Why were you not using an umbrella? Is that so strange? It was a rainy morning. Most people were wearing a jacket of some kind. Well, I'd say it's a pretty strange choice considering you couldn't get one of your arms into it. Better that than have one of my hands occupied by an umbrella. I had ice cream to serve, after all. Then why go to such lengths to avoid testifying to that effect in the first place? Forgive me, I simply hadn't remembered until now. It's been an eventful day, after all. Eventful? Well, I hardly know what else to call it, Mr. Edgeworth. The president of Zhangfa was shot at. I was as surprised as anyone when the bodyguards pressed that as well. So you saw the bodyguards move before you heard the gunshots? Yes, if I recall correctly, they moved first. At least, the one on the left did.
You're rather observant, Mr. Doe.
I am blessed with keen eyes that are closed right now,
And always. The names of the bodyguards were written in the top left corner of the security plan. And the one on the left was Rook.
That's correct. Bastion Rook, I believe. I expect he noticed the light from a laser sight. The man is no amateur.
Mr. Doe knows a little too much about the business of being a bodyguard for my liking. I'd say our friend here is no amateur either. I'd like you to append what you just said to your testimony if you wouldn't mind.
As you wish.
The bodyguard on the left, Bastion Rook, was especially quick to respond.
Give me a sec. I guess we don't have... Why is he so far away compared to the other guy? Go back. Reposition in light of Knight's injury. Less cover for the lakes. Wait. What'd you say? Bodyguard on the left. He's on the left. Let's cover for Knight to immediately escort President to plane in case of emergency. There we go! Nope, wrong button. God damn it. Objection! Knight was supposed to be the one who acts way first. As I suspected, you are more than what you claim to be, Mr. Doe. You overestimate me, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, then tell me how a simple ice cream seller knows one of the presidential bodyguards' name. That's what we're talking about? Also, I don't know if this is the same one as before, but this goes crazy too. What? You jest, surely. You were the one who spoke their names aloud. Oh, that's what we were talking about? Oh, I said Rook and Knight, and he said Bastion Rook. So, okay, that's what we're talking about. I was more on, like, looking at this, they said that Rook was way more eager to, like, move and shit. But this says Knight to immediately escort President to plane in case of emergency. So Knight was the one who was supposed to lock the fuck in. So, okay, so my bad. I just had it right for the wrong reasons. You were the one who spoke their names aloud. Rook and Knight, was it? Objection! I didn't say Bastion Rook! We only know those names thanks to the security plan. But look closely. Only their surnames appear. Yet we all clearly heard you say the name Bastion Rook. How did you come to possess such information? Information we ourselves didn't have. Echo Blair. Seems pretty darn suspicious to me. Well, how did you know? Explain yourself. It was merely a slip of the tongue. Yeah, an incriminating slip of the tongue. Another lie! He is the assassin, just like we said. Come now. Oh, he's pissed off now. Come now, miss. It's a little soon to be jumping to such conclusions. I didn't know their name. I did know their names, yes. And the reason for that is, well, I know Mr. Rook. He and I are acquainted. What the fuck? We have something of a connection. Oh, you're lovers. What? And his is a name I could never forget. Oh my god. After that steamy session of love we had, how could I ever forget the man named Bastion Rook? Ooh, it's like, all right, man, you're gonna whoa, okay. You think we're stupid, pal? Stop lying! I am not lying. I am, as I have always been, a simple ice cream seller. And an acquaintance of Bastion Rook. Yes, acquaintance. Objection! This is weird. I suppose Mr. Rook will confirm that. It should be easy enough for him to remember his good friend, his good butt-fuck buddy, the slippery ice cream seller, correct? Ooh, describing me as slippery. I can't imagine this as anything but Bastion Rook and John Doe fucking. I'm sorry, I just can't. Please, you are more than welcome to ask him. Although I think that might be difficult right now. I would imagine he's rather busy ensuring the president's safety. But suppose you are able to speak with him, and he does deny that he and I are acquainted. How will that help you prove I was the shooter? Your alibi goes to fuck. What are you talking about? Your alibi goes to fuck. If you weren't the shooter, why take off your raincoat? Because it was no longer raining. In fact, it had grown quite warm. Far better to let my wound breathe, no? Or would you rather I let it fester? Is he actually going to worm his way out of this?
What are you waiting for, Mr. Edgeworth? Hurry up and arrest that man. He's clearly guilty. If I were you, he'd be in jail already.
You might be willing to arrest a man without sufficient proof, but I am not.
No, come on, Mr. Edgeworth. There's got to be something you can do. Shocking scenes here as the culprit seems all but certain to escape justice.
It seems the court of public opinion has spoken. Very well. As I will clearly be viewed with suspicion no matter what I say, I might as well share what I know. What you know? What's his angle here? I saw them. I saw another person with a red hood. This art, by the way, this fucking art, beautiful. That's gonna be a thumbnail, 100%. This is so fire.
Are you kidding?
It's the person you captured in your photograph. First, I noticed them just before the president's... I first noticed them just before the president's speech began. It was still raining then. Their outfit was the same color as my own, which is what drew my attention, as did the laser beam that was aimed directly at the president's head. He's claiming there was another red-hooded person? Preposterous! The color red only exists in one clothing thing ever! I knew that if anyone saw me dressed similarly to this individual, I could fall under suspicion myself. And so, naturally, I removed my raincoat. Objection! So not only did you see the assassin, but they were wearing exactly the same thing as you? How very convenient. I had thought you might find it far-fetched, hence my not mentioning it until now. I know you law enforcement people are very skeptical types. You would never have believed me. Especially not if I had said that the shooter was standing right next to a certain prosecutor. Well, I know you don't mean me. I wasn't even summoned until after the shooting. No, not you, Mr. Edgeworth. Your colleague over there?
Huh? Me?
Yes, the photograph will prove it, I'm sure. You see, right there, in front of the person with the red hood.
That's me, yes, but what exactly are you saying?
It's like turning... I don't really know what my pain voice is yet. What's his Avengers Endgame here? As I mentioned, I have been following your investigation with some interest, Mr. Edgeworth. And while pondering the details, I noticed something strange. Strange? What exactly? Come now, a man of your talent should be more than capable of spotting a contradiction such as this. I'm afraid I don't follow. The picture shows the chief prosecutor, Mr. Payne, and the shooter. But there's nothing weird about that, is there? Think carefully. The picture was taken right in the middle of the president's speech. One of the other pieces of evidence you've gathered is inconsistent with what we see here. What is Mr. Doe talking about? Which piece of evidence is inconsistent with what's in this picture? Well, let me look at the fucking picture.
Okay. This photo. What? It's not that. What? Wait, whoa. Okay, it's not the... We don't need any other information out of this thing. What? Wait. Found in a trash can on the left side of the spectator, fitted with a laser sight, 2 split spans used in the attempt. What? I genuinely have no fucking idea. What are you talking about? Okay, let me look at this photo. Really fucking analyze it. Is it Rook and Knights? No, they're pretty much where they're supposed to be. Honored Lloyd. The president wants to thank us personally. He seems pretty pleased to be able to put the whole Yadaga situation behind him. High-pitched gentleman is that's that's pain. We know that. Being scheduled for just after this speech, correct? Yes, the president wants to thank us personally. He seems pretty pleased. Okay. What am I missing here? Wait, for real, what am I missing here? Wait! Oh, fuck. It is this, isn't it?
Take that!
Of course! The tape! It contradicts the photograph! Ah, so you have noticed at last. Yeah, because... Yeah, okay. I think I get it. Because my process here is she said she was sitting behind the 2 older guys. So she is the killer. Tabby is the killer. Because recording the president, 2 gunshots, blah, 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 blah. The high-pitched gentleman and the older gentleman are sitting in front of her this whole time. Allegedly. Or something. She said something along those lines. What's he going on about, Mr. Edgeworth? Someone's missing. Someone who should be... Yep, okay. Huh? But who? Who indeed? The person who is missing from this photograph is... you. Okay, so I was right originally. I was fucking right originally. Huh? Miss Lloyd? Yeah, because your jacket, you said it could go inside out. So you could, and there's red under it. So you, fuck you. How do you figure that? Mr. Payne's voice can clearly be heard on Miss Lloyd's tape, considering that he was conducting a private conversation with the chief prosecutor. Oh, there were these 2 old guys standing right in front of me. They were whispering away to each other the whole darn time. She must have been very close indeed to capture it on tape. You're right, but she's not in the picture. Precisely. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, do you still believe that you have been hounding the right person? No. So she's the kid. She gotta be. Miss Lloyd, would you mind answering a few questions? Whoa, y'all are fixing to put me under microscope now? All right, sure, knock yourselves out. I got nothing to hide. Until you have something to hide. Miss Lloyd's testimony. I do love her design. I will say I do love her design. This is a great design. Elements from this I may steal. It's great. It ain't like I was standing still. Ooh! Bitch, hello! It ain't like I was standing still the whole time. Nah, I was running all over, roving reporter style, and that was a big old crowd. I guess the picture must have been taken while I was in one spot and the tapes from when I was in another. No, it's not. You can literally see him whispering right fucking now. So quit giving me the evil eye. Ain't nothing but a misunderstanding. That's from dawn to dawn, bitch. How do you know about that? There's no doubt about the voices on the tape. That was Mr. Payne and Chief Prosecutor. I'm certain of it. Tabby wouldn't lie to us. I know she wouldn't. I met her 3 minutes ago. That's a lot of time. But if she did, that would mean that she's our perp. Will you quit messing with me? As if I could have done a thing like that, little old me. I might be inclined to believe you if your testimony didn't contain a glaring inconsistency. It does? I thought I was pretty good. Seems I have no choice but to present her with the evidence and expose the contradiction. Okay, so I know what the contradiction is. What the fuck is the... Or I guess the test... Like I was standing still the whole time. Nah, I was running all over. Guess the picture must have been taken when I was on the spot. Okay, save this. Wait, what? Whoa, wait, hold on. What did I do? Oh, right, because I had 2 saves for whatever fucking reason. Can I delete this save at all? Whatever, we're gonna overwrite this one anyway, so it doesn't matter. It's all documented what I did do. Okay. Right. So, present. Because I know it's this, right?
Objection!
Yeah, okay. Because I knew what it was, I just didn't know which it would be, but I guess because they were talking about the photo itself would not be the evidence that contradicts the photo. Yeah, okay. Miss Lloyd, it's imperative for a reporter to not to lie, wouldn't you say? You're dang right it is, and I don't lie! And yet, the photograph and the recording were definitely taken at the same time. What? You can't prove that! Oh, but I can. The evidence is right here in these pictures. This one in particular shows something that lines up precisely with when you were making your recording. What part of the picture indicates that it must have been taken at the same time as Miss Lloyd's recording? The fact that they're talking. The hands specifically, I guess. Here, look closely. This is the answer to all your What? I don't rightly know what that is. Here, right here, look again. It's faint, but it's there. Are we serious? It's a speck of dust, maybe? Happens all the time. Amateurs don't think to wipe the lens. Wind up thinking they caught a ghost on camera. You, into that kind of thing, Ruffles? Wait, no. Wait, that's not what I meant at all. I should listen to Miss Lloyd's tape again. Right, the recording was made right when the photograph was taken, I'm sure of it. Yeah, I just need to point out the part of the picture of the person. That's what I was pointing out, was the... Is them talking, is it not?
Take that!
Are we dead ass? Let me see the fucking tape again, because now I'm confused. Oh. Is it him talking? Oh, no, it's not Payne. Is it? I'm either just really wrong or really right in the wrong way. Motherfucker. Okay, then it's I just did the same thing like 3 times. I might be fucking stupid. Okay, but I thought it was because you can clearly see them talk. I guess it's like this? This part? Okay. See here? The president has his... Oh, and she fucking dialogued that it was happening, didn't she? She said that the president thrust his fist into the air as the excitement... Okay, fucking damn it. See here? The president has his fist raised. And? What about it? Would you be so kind as to play us that tape again?
Nah, see, it ain't that simple.
What if I were to tell you that you don't have a choice? What if I put a gun to your fucking head? Whoa, Jesus! Mr. Edgeworth, I don't know if you can do that. Shut the fuck up, Gumshoe. I know what I'm doing.
You don't make it easy, do you, Ruffles?
Remember, we are concerned with the moment the president raised his fist.
No criminal organization, no matter how big, is above the law.
The president thrust his fist into the air as the excitement reached its favorite pitch. And then I ruined it. Bang, bang! There! That's the moment right there!
Correct. We've now confirmed when it occurred in the recording.
Which means Tabby should be in the picture too!
And she is. Right there for all to see. For Miss Lloyd is in fact the person in the red hood!
What? Ow! So you're our shooter, huh? No. I don't even own a jacket like that.
That's right. From everything we know, the owner in the red raincoat is... Tabby Lloyd. It's Tabby Lloyd. The person in the red hood was you, Miss Lloyd. And therefore, You are the only person it could belong to. Perhaps she could show us her injury to prove it? Oh, okay, never mind. The blood stain on the raincoat. Or have you forgotten about it already? That's on me. That one's on me. The right sleeve button is torn off. There's a blood stain. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, it's John Doe. It's still John's thing. I was thinking the inside out thing, whatever. We have already proven that the raincoat belongs to Mr. Doe. You, Miss Lloyd, were wearing something else. Something that also happened to have a red hood.
So there were two people in red hoods all along?
Indeed. Mr. Doe's last statement was true.
Wait, but we only found one raincoat. Where's the other one?
Our ice cream seller never mentioned a raincoat. Only a red hood. So, tell us about your jacket again, Miss Lloyd, how it can invert.
Huh? This whole thing? Well, the best thing about it is, like I said, if you get mud on such... It's reversible, see? So you just turn it inside out and...
Just as I thought. Okay, so I was right, but in the wrong way. Again.
The inside of her hood, it's red!
That's right. And when the incident occurred, that's the side of the hood that was visible.
What's going on here? What were you really up to, huh, pal? Wait, I never even wore it that way around.
Perhaps if you would allow us to examine it, we could confirm that for ourselves.
And y'all are gonna confirm that how exactly?
It was raining right up until the president's speech, correct? Must have been established already. And as you yourself said...
Heck, I don't use it either. Come rain, sleet, or snow, or shine, it's my trusty parka every time.
If you haven't reversed your parka since the rain, then the inside should be dry.
Wait a sec now. I got this big old backpack on, see, so I can't take off my jacket. Yeah. Maybe I could show y'all some other time? You think an excuse that weak is gonna wash with Mr. Edgeworth? Oh. Well, what are you waiting for? If you're innocent, take it off and show us. It wasn't me, I swear. I never shot the dang president. I could never.
If that's true, Miss Lloyd, then your best option is to cooperate and tell us the truth. Is there a particular reason why you chose to wear a parka with a red hood here today?
I'm sorry, Ruffles. There's something I never told you. Something I couldn't. But I'll come clean, I promise. Just go easy on me now, you hear?
Hold it. Was that Shelly?
Who said that?
It's gonna be someone else. There's gonna be someone else who's Southern. Hold your horses. It's a little too soon for the end game. Oh, never fucking mind. Who are you? You're Knight. I get that. Why the fuck are you, what the fuck are you here for? What the fuck?
That goes for you too, Mr. Prosecutor. You lost this one the moment you made your opening move.
That's one of the men from Kay's photograph.
Guess I'd better introduce myself.
Oh, that's a gun! Okay, okay, dude. Jesus Christ!
The name's Bronco Knight. I'm the president's personal bodyguard, and the second in command of his security detail.
Eat! Point that thing somewhere else! Someplace else, pal! What the heck's wrong with you?
Sorry, can't help myself. It's just too much fun being this good.
And you know what? Can't even blame him. He's kind of real for that. I have like a not prop. It's like a fake like laser gun thing, and I spin that shit around all the time. It's just fun. Like, he's real for. I'm not gonna grab it because it's covered by a bunch of other shit, but I do this all the time too. So he's real for that.
You're not a member of law enforcement, so how did you get a gun? This old girl's on loan from Zhang Fa, temporarily issued to us presidential bodyguards. Anyway, never mind that. I got 2 tidbits of news for you. You want the good or the bad first? The choice is yours. I'm indifferent, whichever you prefer. Really? You're giving up the first move advantage just like that? Whatever, your loss. Guess I'll push on the first pawn then. So you play a little chess, I take it. Ooh, he also does mental chess. Look at him, he's like placing them around and shit. Ooh. A fellow fan, are you, Mr. Red Suit? I'd call it more dark magenta than anything else. The name's Edgeworth, and you could say I dabble. Duly noted, Mr. Edgeworth. All right, I'll start with the good news. The president's okay. Didn't suffer so much as a scratch.
He didn't? That's a relief.
Particularly for the young lady here, that means there is no longer a murder charge on the table.
That is good news, huh, Tabby? Yeah, cause I'd never...
Now for the bad news. The only reason the president's alive is because we bodyguards did our job. One of us did, anyhow. Our boss. Put himself in the line of fire. You're referring to your colleague, Mr. Rook. Yeah, it's game over for him.
No way!
Rook is dead. A genuine loss.
So, you're saying that Tabby...
Yeah, your friend here killed my colleague. My brother in arms.
Oh, heck no! I didn't do it! I didn't kill anybody! I could never!
I'd shut your mouth if I were you, murderer! Says me, the guy pointing a gun at you! Sure, we did what we had to do, sacrificed one of our pieces to protect the king. But to lose someone like him during a castling, it's a real shame.
Castling? What's that even mean?
It's a chess term. Very simplistically speaking, it's a move where a rook switches places with the king.
Then why didn't he just say so?
Mr. Knight, was it? Yeah, what? We'll need to see the victim's body right away. And if possible, I'd like to ask the president a few questions. Sorry, no can do. And why not? That's the third piece of news, and it's the piece you're gonna like the least. I thought you said there were only 2. The National Police Force of Zhang Fa will be handling things from here.
What? You better be kidding, pal.
This investigation was assigned to us. We're not about to hand it over. You're the Edgeworth, right? The one who solved the Yadakarasu case. The president mentioned you. I'm honored to have warranted his attention. Makes sense that the chief prosecutor would assign this one to you. Wait, did the chief assign me to appease the president? But that was a mistake, a big one. He should have given the case to somebody with a spine. You're free to take it up with President Wang. Sorry, I'm an adult. If you enjoy diplomatic incidents, that is. You're coming with me. We'll continue this on the presidential plane.
No. I never did nothing, I swear!
We could do this the hard way if you like, but in Zhang Fa, justice is served one way or the other.
He's just pulling a gun on people. Ruffles, come on, you gotta help me out here, please!
Miss Lloyd, she was the one in the red hood, there's no denying that now. But I can't help feeling we still don't know the whole truth behind this case.
I'm innocent.
Oh, God. I'm innocent. You gotta believe me. Can I really let this happen? Is this really how it ends? The look in her eyes, the crack in her voice as she begs me to help her. This is no act by a criminal. She's genuinely scared. If I let him take her, we'll never know what really happened. Objection? Objection? Eek! What? Huh? What the? What the fuck happened? Get your filthy hands off! Oh my God, Shelly! Quiet now. Is that really any way to greet me? Your neck has barely begun to heal, and you've already forgotten who I am. I'm disappointed. What? It's you! Ah, so you do remember. What do you think you're doing, pal? Put the knife down and give it up! You've got some nerve pulling a stunt like this in front of a bunch of police officers! Don't even think about it! You don't stand a chance against this guy! Who are you really, Mr. Doe? Let's just say that I'm no simple ice cream seller. Guy's a pro, a hitman. His name's Shelly DeKiller. DeKiller? There's not a legal professional in the country who doesn't know that name. An assassin capable of taking down any target, any place, any time. This isn't the first time our paths have crossed. Oh, I thought they were gonna flash back to a PNG from Ace Attorney, whichever one it was. Trials and Tribulations? I want to say it was Trials and Tribulations. It's been too long, Mr. Edgeworth. But of course, this is the first time we've met face to face. You're the assassin we've been looking for? In a sense, yes. A certain someone did indeed hire me to carry out a contract. And that contract did indeed specify that I was to assassinate President Wang. I swear I've seen his picture in one of my old files before, but how could I have been so careless? My bandage proved useful for bringing a knife into a park undetected, but I miscalculated in certain other regards. Huh? You didn't bring a gun? Now, shall we play a little game, Mr. Knight? I know how fond you are of such diversions. The stakes must be high in order for it to be fun, of course. Shall we wager, say, your life? What do you want from me? I would like for you to allow Mr. Edgeworth to remain in charge of the case. What? Why? What? Why? What? Why are you okay? Why? I mean, I'm not complaining, but why? What? What are you up to, DeKiller? I would simply like our mutual friend to see things through to their conclusion. Huh? But why? Bastian Rook was a man of great skill, one with whom I felt a certain connection. It is only right that the truth behind his death be brought to light. With Mr. Rook's departure, the case is now yours to investigate, is it not, Mr. Knight? I'm simply asking you to transfer that authority to Mr. Edgeworth. It's not something worth losing your life over, surely? You're just using the investigation as an excuse to get close to the president. Am I really? I suppose it's true that in order for the investigation to proceed, we will need to enter the presidential plane. You think I'm gonna let you near him? I'm his chief bodyguard. Are you? And here I thought you were only second in command. Rook's not around, that means I'm number one. I wonder if you have what it takes to step into such capable shoes. Of course I do! I'm the leader now, me! If that is indeed the case, then I would ask that you make a choice worthy of a leader. Will you needlessly throw away your life, or will you allow the investigation to continue? Is he really doing this to gain access to the president? Does he even need to? What is he plotting? My Edgeworth voice is like changing slightly, because now I'm like, it needs to be distinct to DeKillers. You have no objections, I trust, Mr. Edgeworth? Come, let us continue the investigation. What do we do, sir? It would seem we have little choice but to do as we're told. That said, listen, detective, and listen well. Oh, there's actual dialogue. I thought I just had to make shit up. I'll buy us some time as I investigate. Meanwhile, you gather the other officers. Have them surround the plane and make absolutely certain there is no way he can escape. Yes, sir, you got it! Quiet the fuck down.
Is there a to be continued? Are you dead ass? Whoa! Are we serious? We're actually serious on this. What? That's actually kind of fucking crazy. Hold on. Give me 1 sec, actually. I am going to discern super fucking quickly if I get a... I'm just going to pull up a private window. Miles Edgeworth. Ace Attorney Investigations. I will pull up the OST later, but Investigations 2 specifically. View full playlist. I guess we would. Oh, is this OST?
Before we talk Avid Big Ten
I
blood
don't
drive ideas,
give a fuck. Is it this? This would. Oh, whoa. Okay, whoa. So we're like halfway through it. Are you kidding? Oh, do I keep going or do I like just pause? This is kind of a good place to stop in terms of like the case is progress. Yeah, I think I am. I think we're gonna call it here, just because well, I'm like indecisive about it. Okay, wait. Let me look specifically. Like, actually look at the video that this is. Because he pulls out the knife. To be continued. So, this video is split chapter... Oh! This is a channel I used to watch Ace Attorney videos from, I think. Or, yeah, they're like commentary. Right. Yeah. No, I remember the name at the very least. But they split up case 1 into 4 parts. How many parts did they split case 2 into then? I'm gonna try to avoid the thumbnails. I'm just gonna look at the split that one into 6. Damn, because this one's, yeah, that's a different one. So I've done essentially like going by the scale of this playlist, right? An hour for him took me 2 hours. This is the same amount of time. I don't really want to do another 2 hours, if I'm honest. If I'm real and true, I kind of don't want to. I think we call it. I think we call it. I think we call it. I just want to see where the load sends us, just to be safe of like exactly where we left off here. I'm gonna call it. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We're good. So we're gonna go back to title, and don't save. We already have the save. All right. Oh, look at that. Wait. Look at that. It has the thing. I'm gonna have to get a photo of the dude in the red hood. That's gonna be difficult unless the gallery. Can the gallery already have that, or is it gonna be like, oh, you've unlocked new shit? Photo album? Oh wait, maybe it does. Nope. It's just telling me this one's completed. It's just telling me that this one is completely completed. With all of case 5. Which I could have used. Okay, I'll find it, I'm sure. I'll find like a way to get the thing I want out of this. Which stinks. Okay, it'll be fine. Anyways, so that's the end of that. Or at least it's the end of the first case. Very interested in how this story is gonna go. Because that was one... I don't know. It was 2 weeks from the last game, which is so bizarre to me. So weird. I would have thought it would have been, like, such a different... I don't know. I thought it would have been, like, way later. Anyways, I'm gonna do the YouTube outro and just, like, wrap up because my brain is kind of wandering. Also, I have a shit ton of uploads that are... like I'm behind on, so I'm gonna try to get all those YouTube uploads up. But at the very least, video on the top right is gonna be the let's make it the playlist of Ace Attorney Investigations collection, in case you want to see the entirety of me playing the first game. thing on the bottom right is something YouTube picked out specifically for you based on what you like and what I've done, and you should watch it because it's a good video that's there, probably, I promise. And then the thing about me is to subscribe. I genuinely forgot what the next step was. And if you go there, you can support me. Also, go to the Twitch channel where I stream all these. Because then I get money, and I'd like that. Thank you.